Hi, everyone. It's Melissa, owner of Jacksonville Business Connections, with another live local interview from St. John's, Florida. Our main mission is to connect local business to community through local community events and other various marketing strategies. And today I have with me Kim Mullins, and she's the owner of Tutoring Club. And we just wanted to share a little bit about that with the community. And so thank you for joining me today, Kim.
I'm glad to be here.
So let's just jump right in. If you want to tell me a little bit about your business and how you got started.
Yeah, absolutely. So we own both the Tutoring Club of St. John's, which technically is off of County Road 13 in Julington Creek. And then we built the location off of County Road 210. And I was actually a business broker when I came across Tutoring Club. And my daughter has been diagnosed with lots of things. She has dyslexia, dysgraphia, short term memory processing, sensory processing disorders, and she's on the spectrum. So I had already gone through some tutoring with another company and knew the benefit and the value of it. And when this opportunity came to me, the owner unfortunately was struggling to run the business. And I had done enough consulting that I knew I could turn this around. I knew I could make it something great. And it was something that I saw value in personally because of things that had happened with my daughter. So we jumped full all in, gave up brokering, and I took over running the location at State Route 13 about 6 years ago. And then we
Okay,
built the County Road 210 location about 4 years ago.
that's
So
amazing.
it's been an amazing journey. We've been ranked in the top 10 of the company. We're listed as one of the best in the tutoring club world, and certainly our parents love us. They love the results we get, and so it's extremely satisfying to know that you can bring a student in here that's about to be retained and held back, and that we've got a chance to not have that kid retained, to bring them up, to get them to love reading, to get them to enjoy the indulgence of a good book, and that we've got the
Hmm.
ability to do that.
That's awesome. And do you see yourself in the future opening any more locations, or are you comfortable now with the two that you have?
Yeah, absolutely. If the opportunity presented itself, we would be open to it. We've got an amazing staff, an amazing foundation, and right now we're really enjoying what we've built. And if the opportunity comes up, absolutely, we'd look at it.
And when you ended up taking over the businesses, was your daughter still in needing the services, or was she already past that stage?
Yeah, so she actually was held back in first grade because she couldn't read, and they didn't tell me until April of that year, and it was too late. I couldn't do anything. So we spent all summer in tutoring, and the first part of the second time in first grade, she was okay. We then took over this business in second grade, middle of second grade. By the middle of second grade, she had gone from being on level to below level again, and it was because of all her learning differences. And
Hmm.
I immediately jumped in, got her up, and then we got her slightly above level. And what we find is students with learning differences, if they get above in reading, they tend to stay there.
Oh, wow.
They fluctuate a little bit, but they rarely drop back down. And with her, we got her up to where she was scoring in the 86th percentile on the Iowa test. She goes to a private school. And she is now, that started in third grade. She is now in seventh grade and
Wow.
still maintaining 86 percentile. So she's scoring better than most of the kids in her class, even with all of her learning differences.
And now this is more on the personal aspect of it all because my nephew was diagnosed with dyslexia when he was younger, and he's been doing all kinds of programs and tutoring, and he's in Illinois, so in a different area. But what have you noticed, like when you have the tutoring, is it have to be in a different manner for a child that has dyslexia?
Well, everything we do is one to one. So there, we have up to three students at a table, but each student's given individual curriculum and individual attention. So students with learning differences, what we know about that is they need more repetitions. The neurotypical student is going to learn in anywhere between 5 and 7 repetitions. The
Hmm.
neurodiverse or neuroatypical student is going to be 15 to 50. How
Okay.
many is it? I don't know. But
Right.
that's what drives parents nuts is you teach them a sight word, you say the sight word, say the sight word, say the sight word 5 to 7 times. You think the students got it. You eat dinner, you come back to that sight word and they act like they've never seen it. And it
That is very
makes you
true.
think you're going crazy. And it's just the way the neurodiverse brain works is that it needs more repetitions. And so I don't know ever if it's going to be 15 repetitions or 50 or somewhere in between, but we keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And we have lots and lots of different ways to present the same information. So we adapt to the student until that student masters it and they can come back and review it and they have it. We're not moving on. And so
Okay.
we continue to work with that student at their level, and we continue to go through the process until they get it.
And on average, is there even an average of someone who comes in, let's say they're struggling with math, that how long they're in the program, or do you tend to typically see people once they join, they pretty much stay the whole year that maybe they're in school because now they are catching on, they are getting acclimated through your program and learning?
So the way it works is our students take an assessment first, and that tells us where their baseline is, tells me what their gaps are. From that, I'm pretty good at estimating how many hours it takes. So for most of our programs, in about 32 hours, give or take, 2 to 4 hours a week. So we could be talking a couple months, we could be talking 4 months, we could be talking 8 months, just depending
Mhm.
on how many hours a week they see me. I can get them through an entire grade level. And so we say on average, most students see us 2 to 4 hours a week. And for most families, the investment, because that's always another question, is 350 to 450 per month.
Okay, that makes sense. And then with that assessment, so if someone's struggling and they're interested in your services, they would just contact you and they would get set up with the free assessment.
Yep, we are offering a free assessment from anyone who comes from this video. They just need to mention they saw this video, and we'll give them a free assessment. And then I believe you have an offer set up for us that we're going to give away a week of free tutoring as well. And
Yes, we
so,
are.
yeah, we're excited about that.
And if anybody is catching the video live or later, I will post the link to that giveaway. So you will be able to access it wherever you're watching this live. And if it's later and we're not live anymore, it'll be in the body of any of the social media posts that we put. But
Awesome.
that's
Yeah, we're
super
excited.
exciting, and yeah, thank you so much. We're super excited about this giveaway. So hopefully everybody sees this and joins, and you can get that 1 week of free tutoring, and that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then also share a little bit with me on, I know you were able to get some acclamation in the local Stroll magazine. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. How did that end up happening?
Well, we've got quite a few families. I live in Beach Walk, and so quite a few families in Beach Walk have talked to myself, have talked to Fred, the owner's stroll, and have commented to me that, man, their kids love going to tutoring. They beg them. So after the assessment, the majority of students beg their parents, when can I go back? And there are kids that can't wait to go to their tutoring day. They look forward to it. And of course, parents' biggest concern is, am I going to have to drag them to this? Am I going to force them? No, no, no. Most of the kids absolutely enjoy it. And the secret to our success, one of the secrets, is of course an amazing culture with incredible people. But we also offer tokens. And those
Oh,
tokens are pure gold. The kids love earning tokens. They love affirmation that they're doing amazing. And then they take the tokens that they earn and they buy things. And
oh
so
yes.
for them, we make learning fun. And that's one of the keys to learning. Learning is emotional. And the more fun our kids can have, the quicker they learn, the quicker they can graduate out of our program, which is our goal. We don't want them to stay with us forever. We want to scaffold them off the support they need and get them to where they're independent. And then come see us when you need SAT or chemistry or physics or algebra 2 or geometry or any of those crazy things. But
Hmm.
our goal is to graduate our students out of the program to where they no longer need us and they can do this without us.
And when you're saying all those college also type tests, so you can tutor from all the grades, K through 12th?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, all the way from the beginning readers learning their sight words to blends and phonics, all the way up to SAT, ACT. We do it all. Calculus, pre-calculus, physics, we do it all.
And so having a teenager myself that's in high school, do you ever just have, one off or a few sessions if they are just wanting to study or learn how to study for an SAT test, or does that also become a program where they have to come several hours and be
Yeah.
invested in it?
Unfortunately, we don't offer one-off programs because usually what happens if a student is struggling, it's not a 1 or 2 hour fix. And in the past, we've had some families realize that we can't fix it in 1 or 2 hours, and then they get mad at us because we allowed the 1 or 2 hours, they thought that was going to fix it. And so we've decided as a company, we just don't do the one offs. But someone can certainly come in and take a practice SAT test, see where they score. We can talk about curriculum. We can talk about what it's going to take to get the desired scores. We can certainly do all of that, but just pop ins, our centers aren't designed for them. I've got full hours on a couple of these days. And
Hmm.
so, my seats are really reserved for the students that have committed to the program versus a student that isn't quite sure, the family isn't really committed to making the success that they need. So
Right.
I wish
That
we could.
makes
We're just not set up that way.
right. Absolutely. That makes complete sense. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to share with the community?
No, absolutely. We love being a part of it. I will just briefly share as a point of excitement. The Julington Creek location was started in 2009. So we will be celebrating our 15-year anniversary this year.
Yay.
So that's pretty
Congratulations.
exciting. Yeah, we've been in the same location for 15 years. We've been a pillar in this community. We've seen many, many students start and graduate during that period. And it's truly been an honor to be a part of this community.
That is so awesome. And thank you for being part of the community and offering such great services that really help the students and help their education. And I forgot to say earlier is I guess I kept picturing like kids who were succeeding coming in and being so excited to share that news with whoever's tutoring them, like, oh my gosh, I got this grade on my test, and just excited about their progression too.
It is huge. We love celebrating those successes. We just had a student get 100 on a summative that was scoring D's and F's earlier this year. So
See,
that was
like
a
that.
huge breakthrough. Yeah, we love seeing those stories.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I really appreciate it. And I hope all this information helps our community, and I hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.